Cherone, and I'm the director of Circle Bureau Transformation by Annie Baker at Spotlighters Theater.
Hi, I'm Patricia Anderson, and I am the Intimacy Coordinator / choreographer for Circle Bureau Transformation.
So I think that all theater productions benefit from somebody who's doing intimacy work with actors, even if the show isn't necessarily one that's got a lot of intimate moments. This show does have a few moments of intimacy that will take place on stage. So that felt essential to me, but really I think it's important for actors to have an advocate who can help them bridge the inherent power dynamic between actors and directors, that as much as a director can try to kind of eliminate that, it's impossible. It's just the way that those two different roles work in a production. And so to me, it was really important to have somebody who could be the advocate for actors, who they could feel comfortable establishing boundaries for themselves in the rehearsal process without having to ask for that in front of their peers or ask for that from their director.
Yeah, basically and this is what I told the actors when I introduced myself to them, is I wanted to be the safe space here on the team, in the theater, for them to feel like they had someone who was on their side the whole time, no matter what, and to make sure that there was a person dedicated to prioritizing the safety of, both physical safety, but also emotional and mental safety of our actors.
Early on, it was important to me to schedule in the rehearsal schedule time for each actor to just have a one-on-one chat with Trisha, so that she could get to know them and so that they could, without any other folks in the room, express the things to her that are potentially difficult for them in our rehearsal process.
I think for me, in those meetings, the most important step, the first, middle, and last step, is just listening to people, really listening to the actors and figuring out what they are comfortable with, what they aren't comfortable with, where the hard boundaries are, but also being really flexible and with the process.
In a community theater, this isn't people's day job. It isn't their work. They're not going to work to do this, but this is their hobby. And it's not a normal thing to go and kiss strangers in your hobby. And so in order to create spaces where it can be safe to lean into a hobby that you really enjoy, and still be able to tell stories that may involve moments of intimacy between characters, it was important to kind of lower the anxiety and increase the ability for people to self-advocate and set boundaries so that they could do the thing of making theater that they love without necessarily feeling that they have to do something that's actually just super uncomfortable.
Yeah, also, that's a really good answer. I think I have kind of the opposite answer to that, which is funny because I really agree with everything you just said. But I think that my answer is kind of the opposite side of that, is when you see those scenes on stage, I think audiences don't realize, myself included before I got involved in this, that so many details are choreographed, are pre-planned. Like not only where you are on stage and which way you're facing, and the lines that you're saying, but also how long you're touching, how long you're kissing, how much pressure there is, where your hands are going, where which way your head is tilted. I mean, all of that is like choreographed to a T. So I think that it's interesting. I know that this is a hobby for us, but also I am so impressed by the caliber of talent with these actors who are able to take that direction. I mean, those details, it's like, I feel like I'm like a golf coach with all those little details of a golf swing, but then turn it into something that looks natural, that appears natural on stage.